Why not eliminate that one and play train or something?
Right, and look at that. You know, it is going to be train.
That's why they pay me the big bucks somewhere.
Yeah, man, you're good at calling it. That's the thing. It's all this. It's this notebook. You know, it's not for nothing, right? But okay, we're straight into the pistol here. We're not wasting any time at all, and already Pasha is in the perfect spot below CT Sniper, managing to pick up a few kills already. And this is into a 4-on-2 situation now, as Maikelele and SKYTTEN are the last two team members alive, and they're not close to getting a plant, especially when they're dying.
And if there's one thing we've seen from the polls on train, it's that you have to get a lot of T rounds because they're amazing on the T side.
They're excellent on the T side. Their CT side is brutal as well. Once Pasha picks up an AWP, like, it's going to be really tough to deal with him. So we have to see if SK can manage to bring it back. And they're not spending a lot of money at all this round. Following in the second round here, they only got $300 invested, and that's a CZ75.
And the thing is, the Poles are a very, very momentum-based team. They're the team where when they get it rolling, that's when they do the crazy pushes at random times. But when they tense up, that's when teams like NIP can beat them with like out-executing them. So for a team like SK, they have to really get a streak going. I don't think it's going to be like we win one, you win one. I don't think it's going to be that side of the game, type of game from either team, you know.
I think if anybody, you know, SK Gaming, they are capable of landing those shots. It's just a matter of them finding that opening. But yeah, T side on train, we have been seeing teams get more and more rounds as well. So that's something to keep in mind here. SK Gaming, if they can find the gap and just get that one round to get their foot in the door, they're absolutely capable.
And Snax with the peak.
Yeah, peak
and
up
they didn't see him.
halls.
That's the key thing. No one was actually looking. Of all the four guys, no one knew he was there. So as a result, he doesn't even have to take a shot, and he's already got all the information of his team. And look where they are, rotating inside already before they get into the site.
And him staying alive like this, he's already got one kill with this node, but that's a lot of money, $900 per kill, and he almost gets another one through the smoke. He's gonna get it in the end. Snax with the shotty. That's $1,800 in the bank right there for Virtus.Pro. And that's the kind of second round that they were looking for. That's the good follow-up right there for VP.
The thing is, if you're a fan of the 1.6 and the early CSGO train, it was the same style, right? Very CT-sided. But you've seen in the last couple of months, teams don't play train, and the ones who do are very good on T-side. So actually, it's swinging more the other way. Teams are now getting 8, 9 rounds, which was unheard of, like to average that on T-side, you know.
Absolutely, I know. That's a big shift that we've had with this new version. But Snax decided to stick with the shotgun, and
he's going to have a lot of money if he keeps going like this.
He's going to be the bank, and that's a big thing for Virtus.Pro to be able to rely on him to get another rifle for a team. A teammate, you know, should they
also
run
give,
low
you know,
on money.
an AWP to Pasha or someone like that.
Exactly. So
look at this.
Goes forward. He's going to get 3, 4. He gets 5. The Ace Nova. He does it, and we're talking about a lot of money. There you go. Snax is the Bank of Poland now.
Yeah, money in the bank. Shotties in easy.
Holy
Except
hell.
they are when he plays with them, apparently.
And he does this. I mean, he does this. We've seen him on Dust 2 do the same thing. Like, this guy is a monster. But point blank, he reads it perfectly, sees them coming. He couldn't have asked for a better position with this gun.
See, I feel like my boy Tosspot would have come up with something like, you know, Snax, or like a whole buffet there.
Yeah, you're going to keep up with those.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated every time I think of a good one.
Do it. But now, I mean, they're just trying to rush in. It's a quick 1-for-1-for-1, and now it's going to be able to slow down here
this
for
was a
VP.
gun round. And
Yeah.
they have, I don't think, they might not even have a kill in the game so far. So their money is terrible right now.
T-side, they're definitely struggling, you're right. All right, now VP, they look
Because the
cool
other thing is,
well.
even when this map was very, very CT-sided early on, the key thing that made it different from 1.6 is you could always get the bomb down if you went outside because of the way you could plant it. Virtus.Pro isn't even getting into sites and getting bombed down. They're getting any money at all. Look at the kills. 2 kills total, 0 bomb plants. This is as bad as it can ever be on this map.
Exactly. You can tell in their money as well. They have to go back to pistols. They can't even spend that much on nades or anything like that. It's going to come down to the 6th round for SK Gaming to get on the board here. But more importantly, get some kills. I mean, does Snax still have... No, he actually upgraded to a rifle now. I mean, if he still stuck with the Nova, that would have been pushing.
I mean, it seems like they want to help their buddy out Snax here on the scoreboard because he's just in position to rack him up every time.
Oh, they heard us, you know, in the pregame talk, right? They're like, well, Snax, we know that you've been lagging a bit behind. You know, let's go ahead and pad your stats a little bit, bro. Here you go.
SK obviously bet on
the reason why SK Gaming, the reason why SK Gamer are going inside like this though on pistol is because you should be able to get down onto the site. You sack your whole team, but you should be able to get a plant.
Absolutely.
That's what's going through their minds right now, and they're gonna go for it. But Snax with the triple, he almost gets the quad before getting flanked by Pita.
And look, he can't get to a gun. It was a long range where he got the kill. So look, another kill, but where's the gun? You can never upgrade to the gun and you have to fight in mid-range. Look, another one, but you still can't win the round because of this scenario. This is how bizarre it is on a map like this. Because you can play long range, obviously, versus the pistols and never be at danger of losing the actual weapon, even if you die.
The thing is, though, you don't need a gun when you've got a CZ75. It's like a little mini AK. I mean, that thing is brutal. Look at it. He gets 3 kills with it right off the bat. Only 24 bullets, but still, that's all he needs. He gets 3 kills. That's good damage done. That's going to force VP to spend a little bit of money, at least. And now SK Gaming, they go into this 6th round, and they've got the guns.
Look at the weapon Pasha has. He's going with the auto sniper.
The biceps. We've seen him mess around with this gun in the past, but what's interesting is that Maikelele
again get into Snax's position, but this time they do get the entry. This is a good chance to plant. Well, until that happened, of course. Pasha literally picking them apart.
Pushing down like that is not going to help things. Pasha staying alive. They're trying to dance behind the metal pillar, trying to play a little bit with something.
This
but
one-on-one style is not working out. Like, they could have got the bomb down there if they'd have pushed all 3 at once. He could only have killed 1 or 2 with that gun. They'd have gotten the bomb down, but instead they decided to go tentatively one-on-one. And now the last guy, yeah, they get kills, but what can they convert them to? They're never getting the bomb down. This is the crucial thing. You have to, on T side, get the bomb down regardless of whether you can win the round, just because the bank that builds up off that is worthwhile.
Well, it's just because if you get that bomb down, that's a bonus $800. That's a full set of nades right there, minus the extra flash. But I mean, you have a nade, you have a flash, an HE, and a smoke to work with. We're gonna have to see that. We're still gonna see them actually have enough money to put together a pretty respectable buy here.
To understand is bomb plants lead to extra terrorist kills, because then you're in the position where you know where they're coming from. Like 3 are attacking you. You can usually get like that first guy. You're gonna lose the round, but that's like a free extra kill because you now know his position because he has to come to you.
Well, one thing I want to see here is whether SK, I mean,
they're going for it.
They're going for it. I mean, they're going for it, but this is still very touch and go for them. It feels like it feels very straightforward. You know, like they're going with bread and butter sorts of plays, not anything particularly innovative here. And this is something that we were wondering about when it comes down to the toe-to-toe fight. You know, the duels and everything. Are they going to be able to measure up? And right now, that's just not the case. 6-0 for VP tells the tale.
The other thing is, even like I was saying before, I don't think of Fnatic as like an all-star team. I think they have a couple of good aimers and then some that are like up and down okay. So I think other teams in the scene don't think of them as like, oh, they're not like at NIP. They're not just going to blow us out the server with their aim. We can compete with them. So SK had that confidence. Whereas when you play against a team like this, and first of all, like Snax isn't even supposed to be the best player and he's already ripping through you completely. Pasha's now rolling with a weapon, auto sniper, AWP, whatever. Now you feel like, okay, where do we go on the map?
Well, that's the thing. And also, you have to think, well, what's going through SK's mind is like, well, they've got so much money now on VP's side as well that we have to deal with consecutive back-to-back buy rounds out of them. So it's never going to get easy throughout the rest of this half. And we already have kills raining in. byali, they're just rolling. I mean, they're rolling over SK.
This is the problem. They get killed in a way where you don't even see what was the chance. Where were they going to get the bomb down there? Like the guy with the bomb dies early, or the guy who's coming in who gets the kills is at the end and he's on his own only looking for kills. He's not going for the bomb plant. Like at the moment, they can't even brute force that out one. Usually with smokes, you can guarantee a plant. You might not win the round because you might get shot at planting, but you can guarantee the plant usually.
To me, this just looks like Virtus.Pro.
Virtus.Pro is going to push up more and more, I guarantee.
That's the thing. They've got the pressure and they're just going to keep pushing forward like this. And SK Gaming are never going to be able to regain their footing.
As soon as he gets this information, they'll all rotate inside.
Spots out one. He's willing to take the fight as well, Snax. That confidence. He's still going to live. Don't pull a Pyth. Get off the ladder safely. But he is going to be able to make it down to the lower side. And he's already got Pasha here to support. Pasha looking for the frag. He's going to get it with the Scar 20. And now they get to go ahead and shift over to lower.
Look how slow these rushes are. They never follow up on the first guy if he dies. They stop immediately. They get paralyzed.
This is it. I mean, well, it's hesitation, right? This is an eco round coming out from SK, but there is a little bit of money spent on their side. They've got some Kevlar, and it's just not working for him. Taz is going to pick up one. Pasha going to work again. He's managed to swap out for a rifle, and they're finally going to get rid of the biceps, but the plant happened. They actually have a plant now for SK Gaming.
Now it's started. Yeah, that was the key thing. It wasn't even the kills. It was just the plant.
Well, that's it. I mean, right now,
the thing is, what we were saying there, where they hesitate as soon as something goes wrong, that's the downside of a mixed team, okay? In a real team, like a team like Fnatic, even if they're not winning rounds, they just know, okay, well, Pronax is the leader. If he tells us what to do, we just do it. We try and execute, even if it didn't work, because he must know if it's a good tactic. Mixed teams, because you're just playing off each other, then if that guy dies in front of you, well, I don't want to go in and die next, so now maybe let's just wait and see if they peek us, and you're never getting a chance, you know.
And that's the thing. I mean, and when you got 4 players from VP that are sitting on above 15K, like that's actually disgusting. The VP are going to be able to buy for so long here, even if SK Gaming actually managed to pick up a round.
And when you have 8 rounds already as CT, you can take all the gambles you want.
You can do exactly. It plays into Virtus.Pro's style, right? They're going to be able to push. They're going to be able to do pretty much whatever the hell they want because they've got more than enough money to buy whatever the hell they want for whoever dies, doing whatever random strat comes to mind. Like they can go and do whatever they want at this point. VP, they've got full control. And SK Gaming, they're just beaten down. Like they have no confidence to play off of. So VP really don't have to feel pressured at all right now in this situation. We do have, I mean, it looks like SK, they are going to go for a bit of a smoke round onto A site. They've managed to put some into CT connector, so that's a good start. And SKYTTEN is trying to get around on the site, trying to spot somebody out. He will get one, but no shot for him. And they're still alive, VP. They're buying so much time until the triple kill just rolls in.
And Bomb is down, and he's just going for kills again.
Yeah, this is it. 4 players live, and that's after SK. They nearly all get out onto the site pretty much. They're pushing out past Electric. But VP, they all just wait patiently, and then just pop up, peekaboo, and they get 3 kills right, like, immediately.
That's another thing also about this sort of mixed team style. In a real team, everyone knows who carries the bomb on the strat, so they immediately pick it up. On this team, they look like they don't know. They're just thinking of what they're doing at the moment. Okay, the bomb's down, I'm going to get my kill on this guy here, and that's why the bomb never gets any closer. It never progresses as people die.
Oh, great entry there from ROQUE, though. That is finally something going to Swede's way. SK
this
Gaming
is the first
now
time
has
they're
some
going to get
momentum.
fully into the site without losing a man so far.
Exactly, and Pasha, he's trying to go do some work. He's going to have a good nade onto the site. That's going to manage to do a little bit of damage there, but the bomb has been planted. SK Gaming, they still have 5 members left alive here, and it's going to come down to the retake for VP. Still have yet to see VP. VP really playing this patiently, though. They're willing to take the shots. They're willing to take the fight. They feel confident. Taz is going to get one, and
what a
that
mistake.
is not supposed to happen. Byali, point blank, and the biceps are still here.
And this is why they were so patient. They were just waiting for the right moment. But SK does do it at the end. They get around on the board.
And that's important. I mean, they look focused right now. They have to realize, okay, now is our time. This is where we start chaining some rounds together, right? The only thing is that the bank is so massive for VP. It's going to be another buy round, and now they have to wonder, double SKYTTEN, right? That's how much money VP have. They're willing to just sink $7,500 onto 2 players, or, well, $1,500 or $15,000 onto 2 players. That's insane.
And now, let's see, look, they're already ready for it coming out of mid, but they get the entry. That's the key thing. The last 3 rounds they've had it with getting these bombs down, they've got the entry they couldn't do before. It was always Snax or someone killing them.
Well, now Taz, I mean, sitting back on A side, he's going to manage to pick up one. That's really good.
Oh, and SKYTTEN's going to be right in position.
Perfect position from him. He manages to rush it down. Now SKYTTEN is tearing him apart. He finally gets taken out by Pasha, and it's down to Maikelele. 1v2. The AWP versus the SKYTTENs, the auto snipers. Who wins, right?
I mean, believe it or not, it'll be strange for fans of 1.6, but the auto sniper can win that battle because of the fact it can take multiple shots. Whereas the AWP is you have to land that one, otherwise you're done in that sort of a battle.
Is Pasha talking smack right now? Look at that. He was looking over towards SK right there.
He was flexing on him.
Yeah, look at the eyes, man. The eyes of a panther. And now this is worst case scenario though for SK. They've completely lost their one main opportunity to actually get some rounds together here because their money is going to be absolutely ruined now. They're not going to have anything to work with. It should be another round of eco, and that it is. I mean, pistols just across the board here for SK Gaming. And Virtus.Pro, I mean, they're going to get like 12 rounds at least here in this half. That's obscene.
Yeah, and like I said, because it's not like the old one where you had to get all those CT rounds, that makes them incredibly dangerous on T side. Now you have to play without any flaws on CT side when you're SK, and that's very hard to do if you're not an established team with really good roots and communication. And
The thing is, it just seems like SK Gaming, it just seems like they don't have the experience on this map right now. And VP, we know that they are a team to be feared on train. They have everything down pat. So we have to see SK, they're just patiently waiting, and we can see now without X-ray, you know, it's just Pasha. He's not shooting because he can't see him through that smoke, but now they try and make it out onto the site. They dodge one auto sniper only to run into another. That's got to be heartbreaking right there.
yeah, at the moment, SK, the problem is even when they win around, they can't string 2 together. Like I said, they're the sort of team that need to feed off that. They don't have real in-depth tactics that they've run for months, and they know exactly where he's going to be in this. Oh, you did that slightly wrong, let's just do it again. Like, they don't know what to go to. What's the go-to strategy right now? Go outside? Sometimes that gets shut down immediately.
We're talking about experience here. VP, now one of the longest standing teams. I mean, they've been together for a very long time with this one lineup, and SK Gaming, fresh. But let's see. Oh, it's neoBiceps, right, okay. Just pointing that out. Pasha biceps and neoBiceps, but their biceps just the same, whatever, that's a muscle. And
okay, fair enough.
Fair enough, right? But this is SK Gaming finally managing to put a little bit of money together and actually get a buy on the board. Now, again, they're just patiently playing for the pick. But VP, every time they've played for the pick, it seems like VP have come out on top.
Yes, the slow strategy has not worked for SK. Think about the only rounds they did win was when they did the aggressive push, but perhaps they got lucky, they got the entry. That's when they would just go straight in, then they had a chance. This slow style has got them picked apart every time. Even the time they got the bomb down, they just got almost perfectly retaken. It took like, again, some mad skills to get it done.
All right, well, let's see SK Gaming. I mean, they're sneaking up right behind the smoke. They could try and catch Snax off guard here. He's got the auto sniper. He's real close. Good flash. There's going to provide an opening, but Snax, they trade places. Now it's going to come down to Taz, who sprays down 2, and this is now falling apart for SK Gaming. 5 members left alive for Virtus.Pro, and they're still on the site.
And time is going down, so it has to be a plant hit. There's a free kill.
And this is it. It's going to fall apart. 4 members here. The Snax is managing to get the high ground, and double kill for him at the end with the auto sniper.
You notice Virtus.Pro aren't at all worried when the site gets taken. They don't rush in and go, oh, we've got to get the kills back immediately. And part of that is if you see the players from SK actually get a bit aggressive when they get the bomb down. They always try and push out. And because you're playing conservatively and not running in, you're the one who's in position to catch them when you see them come out of the smoke or you see them rush up the top part.
Well, I think a big thing here, the reason why SK Gaming want to push out is because they're expecting VP to still be rotating or something. You know, they're trying to catch a man out of position, but they're taking so long with these plays that VP, they read them like a book and get out onto that site. And then, yeah, get into those positions to deal with it.
4 people were already in position by the time they came out of that pop dog train.
No, this is not looking good here. Pita will get clipped, and now it's going to be the 15th round. And
nobody
VP
on SK even has, I think, 6 kills. I think they're all like 5, 4, 3, 2. And so it's not even like you have one guy who feels confident in his game. Like, well, I go to this position, I'll get my kill. Like, you guys follow me, we do this differently. Each round is a different person getting the kill. So again, there's not even the confidence there, you know.
And across the board for VP, everybody pulling their weight.
This is going to be one of those halves where you can't win a game of Counter-Strike in a half, but you sort of can. And this is going to be one of those. If it's like 14-1, you may as well call it at that point. It's an inevitability.
Especially when you're playing against VP, who are excellent on the T side as well. So you can count on them. I mean, even the pistol round, pistol round is going to be ridiculously important, obviously, for SK Gaming. But now we already have Pasha getting a strong start. Quick 1-for-1 trade there, but it's going to be on the A side. byali spots out 1, can't find the shot somehow, dodges it, and now Maikelele manages to bring it back and pick on 1. Solid hold, however, from byali. He whips out the 5-7, and they're just falling apart. It's a 3-on-2 now. byali only with 3 HP left. He gets flanked, but that opens it up for Neo to go for the kill, and it's not going to happen. Maikelele stands tall, and now it is just Snax, but he's got the scar, and he manages to pick up a kill.
If he just went for it, he would have actually got it there. He couldn't know that, obviously. He's expecting this guy to be around here, like around these trains, waiting to peek on him.
Oh, now he hears the steps, and Maikelele, he's trying to play sneaky. Look at that.
Yeah, that was well done.
Good bait there. Makes noise on the ladder, then jumps off and
goes without saying, that's a must-win round. Yeah. If you don't win that, it's over already on the pistol. Literally over. There's no way to win.
Well, now we go into the half. I mean, that's the thing now. We go into the half.
The pressure is huge to win this pistol, though.
It's all or nothing. I mean, that's it. If they lose the pistol, SK Gaming, they're going to be with pistols for the rest of the half. VP will roll over them at that point. I mean, Train, maybe if they can pull something sneaky, get up close with like a CZ75 arm or something like that where they can actually close that gap, maybe it's possible for SK, but this is everything right here, this one round.
What worries me as well is that, whereas I said for the SK players, there's no one who's getting it's not like anyone's carrying even when they're losing, but even worse, everyone on the Polish team is rolling. Every single player, even like Taz had some rounds where he was getting, you didn't see him on camera because he wasn't getting 3 kills, but he was picking up a kill here, pick up a kill there. Everyone was just completely on their game, and when you're on the T side, that's going to make you devastating.
Exactly, that confidence, right? And they're confident as well. They've only got 1 guy with Kevlar, so they know they're going to land their shots. They go for the nades, and they should be able to make it out here onto the lower side, seeing as how SK Gaming, they're backed up. We've got Pita waiting on the other side of this smoke. Good flash there. That's going to completely blind him. Gets him caught out in the middle of nowhere, and there's the first kill for VP, but it is matched. SK Gaming managed to pick off SKYTTEN. Or is it SKYTTEN? Doesn't matter. We lose 2 here for SK Gaming.
This is where the guy above him could have gotten this kill a long time ago, and look how long it took him.
It's too slow, but there's
still a man advantage. Just isn't there. It's single men playing, you know.
This is still the VP. This is still VP's. Exactly. This is still VP's round. They can make this work. Emilio's going to find 1 on Taz, but now it is the 2-on-2. Pasha standing. He's got the glove. He goes for it, but they're not going to have the time. This is the thing. Neo couldn't be in a better place.
He can waste as much time as they do get the kill though.
I don't know if there's the time. I don't think there's the time.
That's why he was hiding like that. He only peeked once he knew, like, okay, they can't defuse. As long as I shoot the person who's going to defuse, it can't be defused.
He almost gets the double kill, too.
And despite Taz's stoic luck here, this is the perfect game, essentially, for Virtus.Pro. You know, you don't do this to teams who have aimers. That just doesn't happen. They're going to get some rounds. They're going to get some kills onto you. They're going to have chances. So far, SK have barely had more chances than the rounds they won. They've maybe had 4 chances in the whole game.
It's just too good on VP's side. They're just so on point with both sides, both teams here. But right now, VP, I mean, they already managed to find the opening kill. Entry goes Snax's way. VP have the man advantage, and it is going to come down to SK Gaming with the CZ75s, with the Deagles. They at least managed to convert, and this is all of a sudden a good round here for SK Gaming. They're still alive.
The thing is, they've only gotten to one of the guns, so at the moment, you actually now it's gone into their favor. Now they've got only one man to kill, so now the numbers advantage really does play. But before, when you've only got one gun, it's kind of like a misleading numbers advantage.
Yeah, but I mean, still,
Bomb's still going to go down. So look at this, you're 4v1 and he still gets the bomb down. See, they're getting money no matter what. And you have to win every round from now on, remember.
Well, exactly, that's the thing, there's no backing up. VP, as long as they get the bomb plant, they're fine with it. They can give away so many rounds. They've still got so much room to play with that it's a massive mountain that SK Gaming have to climb. That's exactly what has to happen here. They have to play flawlessly from here on out, and we're already seeing some cracks in the defense. Like, that bomb plant getting put down
Put
is
your
a big
hand up
mistake.
if you're easily amused.
I mean, VP, yeah, I mean, just look at the composure from them. They are not worried about losing a round at all. They're going to be able to put the pressure on SK Gaming right now. SK Gaming, they can't afford to spend a dime in the next round as well. If anybody dies here, they need a perfect anti-eco round, basically, to start getting a little bit of bank and a bit of breathing room. And look at this. Emilio, no fear, rushes straight up into pop, pulls the JW, almost gets a double kill as well. He's going to get chased out, and he does manage to make it out in time. But then the flank comes in, and Snax will hunt him down.
But he got good damage onto them on the way out, and he got all the information. Like, that's where they're coming. And so now they're in a really good position to just mop this up.
Well, they should be able to hold, but I mean, they're taking quite a bit of damage here, SK, and there it is. 3 quick kills, and they do manage to find the safe plant as well behind the barrel. So nice little touch there by VP. Smokes everywhere. They make SK think that they're planning on the train, and no, they're planning behind the barrel, so there wasn't even any way for SK to stop it.
But look at the difference between the two teams. When Virtus.Pro loses, they get some kills, they get a bomb down, they're doing something every round. SK was just losing rounds, just clean sweeps, getting completely destroyed. Not even being able to get confidence of like, oh, that tactic almost worked. Like, we just got picked apart before we even got in the site.
Virtus.Pro right now, I mean, they're still very good as far as just landing the shots and making sure that they get work done right. But VP, now they have the AKs, now they have some nades to work with as well, and we have to see where they decide to take it. Still kind of, they're playing the pick game as well, VP right now. They're spread out across the map, and they're looking to see if SK Gaming are going to go for anything kind of tricky, if they're going to try and push out somewhere, get information, try to take a fight. But VP, they have so much confidence inside. I mean, nearly every fight has gone their way.
The reason this is the right way to play for both teams is that if you're the team down this much, you have to take risks. You can't just play reactively on CT. Otherwise, if they have one good execution on T side, bombs down, and suddenly you're facing like a 2v4 or something. Meanwhile, if you have this many rounds and you only have to get 2 more out of the next, whatever, 8 or something, 6, then it means that you're in a situation where you're not worried about that. Like, if we just pick them off once when they push up, now we've got the numbers advantage, we're definitely going to get in that site.
Exactly, that's the big thing. I mean, VP as well, when you've got Snax, when you got byali, we got these guys sitting at the top of the scoreboard right now. It is definitely, everything is going your way, but now we have to see as SKYTTEN manages to find one, Pasha manages to get one back, and SKYTTEN is just going to go ahead and shut down that Ivy push. Emilio still here to lend a hand, and the good spray is going to manage to clean it all up. VP down to 1 man now, who's caught in the crossfire, and somehow dies at the end. Thought he could make a quick getaway there, but it's just not possible.
The thing is, SK, they're getting rolling now. They're getting confident. They're feeling like, listen, you know, you see Virtus.Pro slowed down a lot. They're being a lot less aggressive. They're going in 1 by 1, which is always usually the wrong style of play on train. You want to rush the sites coordinatedly. But the key thing is, for SK, it's a little bit too little too late, you know. Like, their problem now is they can't make one mistake in this. Whereas if they had a little bit of breathing room, then they could feel confident. Like, listen, we can still win this game. If it was like 12 rounds, it was 13 maybe even. I think 14's too many.
14 is...
You just feel sooner or later VP's going to break through.
Right, and ROQUE with the mad spray doesn't get anything at all. In fact,
and there's a gun immediately from it as well.
That's the thing. Now byali's going to be able to actually rely on that. And this is still an opportunity for Virtus.Pro to do some serious damage here. That M4 can go to work, and byali is definitely capable of finding the headshots as well. Pita playing it smart, though, going to go for the flash, make use of the gear that he's got. He's going to take the fight with the Galil and manage to pick up the kill and drop the bomb as well. So now VP, they get caught on back line, no way out, and SK with another clean round.
I think right now with your SK, because you know you're so close to like the executioner's blade dropping, you actually now play without pressure because you know, listen, we're probably going to lose this game anyway. Let's just give it our best shot. Just keep it going. Listen, once we get to like 12 rounds, then we can start thinking we can actually win this game. For now, we have to do it perfectly anyway. So just play, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Meanwhile, for Virtus.Pro, they're not worried yet. They're still just like, listen, the round's going to come. Just keep playing.
Very dirty play there from connector Maikelele looking towards team main. That's good damage right there on the Snax. That's going to give him a bit of a notice. It's information gained as to where Maikelele is playing from with that SKYTTEN, but still, Snax taking some damage is at least going to slow VP down a little bit. But the smokes are everywhere, and right now it seems like VP, they're bringing the bomb back towards Ali, in fact. So really, it almost seems like the same as last round, really. Same play coming out here from VP. They've got the bomb making its way over to Ali. They've only got one man on the defense here for SK Gaming. He's going to have to land some sick shots to stop this push when it comes through, because 3 members from VP are about to come barreling through Ali.
Well, the thing is, in theory, ROQUE's one of the weaker players, and they got in there when they had pistols before and got the kill on him. So I think they're thinking, like, that's the weak spot. That's what we have to try and get around now. Because you have to remember, they've only won 1 T round.
But a quick 1-for-1 for ROQUE. That's actually not too shabby. That's still information for his team, and he managed to pick off one of the T side as well, so this is good. But then losing another, that's not going to help. climax manages to make up for it, though. Takes the fight again, but can't land the spray, and this is a 3-on-3.
They have all the info right now. They know there's one there, the others are both behind. So now Maikelele has a really good chance here.
Takes the shots, gives his position away.
Yeah, he didn't actually need to do that. He could, when he saw him go behind there, there's that position, you can only move forwards and left. So if he'd have just stayed, he could have essentially gotten a free kill without giving information of where he was.
Well, he's caught him boxed in a pocket, right? Now it's very tough. It's a one-on-one. VP, I mean, Pasha, he's taken a lot of damage, granted, and he's got the bomb, and he decides to run just as it's out of range. He's going to be able to make it over to the B side. Pasha will be able to get a plant, and SK, I mean, Pita, he thought it was going to be the A play, and it's just not the case. Now he loses a lot of time having to run over here.
He might get killed in the back here. Here's the big problem. He's not going to be looking to his left here.
He has
Look,
to check.
Pasha's now going to get a free kill on him from behind.
Look at the
patience
patience
from Pasha. You just waste your time. Let him go all the way up to the bomb, check every area, then you come in behind and kill him when he's defusing.
Right. I mean, look at this. Pasha, he's playing this so patiently. Pita can't expect this at all.
There's no way you can know he'd be here. This is like one of the few positions you could never guess. Oh, he's going to go straight for the defuse.
He comes off of it. Oh, Pita!
But does he have time, though?
That's the thing. Did Pasha wait enough? Did Pasha wait long enough? And they get it.
Just got it. Just
Pita.
got it.
What a play.
The thing is, Pasha was actually very ballsy to wait as long as he did. Because again, when you don't know where the terrorist is, sometimes there you have to just go for the defuse and hope he doesn't peek you. But actually, it looked like Pasha had waited just enough time. Then he took his shot, and that was a must kill for Pita. Otherwise, that's game over.
Exactly. That was it right there. And Pita, again, smart play. The in-game leader for SK as well. I mean, this guy, he's got the brains for it, and he just manages to land a sick shot onto Pasha, who was fairly low as well. So tough position for both players, but SK Gaming keep their hopes alive here. 14-7 now the score, and SK, they just need to keep going here.
No, SK's starting to make a game out of it. What looked like a complete destruction is gradually getting into the territory of like, okay, soon we can start talking about what does SK have to do to win. Right now they have to do everything, so you can't talk about that right now. Meanwhile, Virtus.Pro, you can see they've gotten more tentative.
Yeah, in Virtus.Pro, they've actually changed it up. They've got Pasha with an AWP, and this is the first time we've seen him now with on the T side going to the sniper rifle. So this is when VP, they're like, okay, let's go ahead and actually try and throw a curveball here and see if it doesn't hit. Because this may actually catch them off guard.
They like hitting this out of sight over and over, you've noticed. They just decided they're going to brute force it. They're going to get around here eventually, so we're going to keep going. We always get the bomb down, so keep doing it.
Oh, the point-blank spray, but byali manages to live. He gets headshot in the exchange and will go down to ROQUE, and now it's the 3-man SK team, 3 of them alive versus Pasha alone. He's looking at the right spot, but he's not going to live. Headshot with the SKYTTEN, and that is SK. Another round for them.
See, we talked about this is a momentum-based team. Both of them are. When they get it rolling, they look so good. But then there's those teams who can grind against them. That's where they fall apart a little bit. So, but at the moment, listen, it's rolling for SK. Think about all the rounds they're winning in a row now.
Well, I mean, we can't forget they only had 2 rounds at the end of the half. So they've managed to pick up 6 rounds here on their CT side. That is massive. They just need to keep going with it. And the crowd is certainly behind them, but now good play here from Emilio. He's doing a JW, just going for the mad spray. He's not going to get a second kill. That's going to slow him down enough. He's not going to be able to get the reload in time, though. Neo hunts him down, and it's the man advantage here for SK Gaming. VP, they poke and they try and find an opening, but they aren't on a site. One thing we have to see here is, are they going to be able to actually manage to pick up a kill? VP need to bring this back to a 3-on-3, and there we go. byali with the headshot manages to catch ROQUE off guard.
Did he hear him there? I wonder.
He
looks like he didn't.
He should have heard. They should know, and now they know definitely that there's a man below hell there. They know that there's a man there. And good positioning here from Neo. Manages to catch one off guard. Neo doesn't actually know he's there, though. That's the crazy thing. Is it going to be down to Pasha, who's living with 20 HP, still takes the fight out in yard. Not meant to be, though. And look, now you start to see SK coming back to life. Maikelele waving his arm. He knows the crowd's behind him. He knows they're doing work. They're doing good work here, SK, and they're managing to close that gap. They've actually put VP now, without a plant, onto an eco.
And now you look across the scoreboard. Now the scores are actually evening up in kills between the two teams. That's how few kills Virtus.Pro have even gotten. They've only gotten like 4-3 kills themselves on this T-half, so it's not like their confidence is sapped to a degree. It's only the score that's keeping them propped up like we can do this, you know.
Well, good play there from VP. Great flash, manages to allow Pasha to pick up the first kill. Gets a gun as well. He doesn't have Kevlar, though. Would like to see him hand that off to somebody else, but he's going to manage to pick up one. Good spray down from Pita, though. Gets 2 quick kills, and wait, that point blank will pick up Snax, and it falls apart for VP. It looked solid there at the start, but now it's all down to byali, and he has nothing to work with. Well, byali's still just kind of, I mean, he's kind of just floating around at this point. If he can manage to get his hands on a gun, that would be great, but it's not going to be allowed. This is the thing. Pita back line. They catch him in a sandwich. And yeah, you can see, I mean, they're starting to get in there, man. This game, it's starting to get within striking distance here for SK. That's the thing. And VP, you have to know, they're starting to look a bit more focused here because 4 rounds isn't that far for
Virtus.Pro
SK
is a team that NiP didn't want to play on train. That's why they picked Mirage and EMS, because they actually thought, listen, Virtus.Pro are really good on that map. We don't want to have to face them. And yet, we think of NiP as one of the great CT teams on train. Well, at the moment, SK is putting on a really good performance here. You wouldn't have expected this level of power against such a great offensive team, you know.
Absolutely. And VP, I mean, they're also a momentum team. Good nade down there, but Emilio not camping close this time around, just waiting below the ladder. It's going to come down to SKYTTEN to take the peek. Pre-fire there almost actually catches the man off guard.
His first peaks are nearly always right on target. Like, he never gets killed initially. He always either trades or like gets the information and pulls back.
Oh, SKYTTEN is definitely, I mean, he won't get greedy, right? He decides to back off, and that's great. You know, he gets the info, gets the intel, and now SK, they're able to actually get a bit of an idea of what Virtus.Pro are going for. But Virtus.Pro, they've got some bread and butter builds, and they keep whipping out this same sort of strat.
It's always this like slow,
pick, right?
Everyone goes everywhere, then we decide where to go. The problem is they're not getting that initial kill to know where to converge, you know. And this is going to be a kill for free if he goes down behind. He hasn't even been spotted. There's one for free. Now, does he know he's back there? He's probably going to look towards mid now. He's expecting at least one mid now.
Oh, and their backline, Pasha manages to take
that gives them a chance, actually, because now Virtus.Pro can potentially get the guy out of the mid, knowing that we've shown ourselves at alley.
Exactly, but they're managing to trade it fairly evenly here, and Emilio manages to get another kill. That's 2 for him so far, and it's the man advantage now for SK Gaming on the defense, trying to stop this plant from happening. It's not going to be, as Neo manages to wrap around through alley.
And Maikelele has to do work here.
Oh, he's going to
and he hasn't gotten the kill onto the guy planting.
Oh, and it's not
That's
Neo
the grenades
gets
in CSGO.
the kill. He's so close, Maikelele. He can't find the angle.
And look at this, they don't ever have to show. They do, though, for some reason, you know. Maybe they want to make it interesting. Give us a bit of excitement. Give us something to sweat here. Wow. That's a huge momentum shifter right there. If you're the Virtus.Pro guys, you had no reason to ever peek someone with that gun. Because he's not going to run in, do a 180 and shoot you in the head out of nowhere. That's where you hide behind corners and never peek. But instead, they got silly. And that, if they lose this game, that's the round that they're going to think about, you know.
What Snax is thinking at that point is the plant wasn't for him. The plant was on the other side of the train, and even from CT Heaven like that, he is going to have a lot of trouble actually getting in there and stopping the defuse. If he finds the right angle, Maikelele, there's no stopping him from that position.
No, he wants to know where he's coming from,
exactly, needs to get out there and get that intel. But Maikelele, too quick. That's the thing. It comes down to just how fast Maikelele was able to react.
Plus, he actually had health where you couldn't have just jumped off Heaven, because you would have taken so much damage landing that it would give you a really bad chance of winning the round. So again, he wanted the information, okay. But when you see that they were in that 2v1, you just think to yourself, why even peek, you know?
Right, and that, I mean, trying to be sneaky and work around the train. Maikelele played that down to a T. He knew the angle to look as well. Just really well played there. He is hype right now, and now that's a crucial round coming in. But SK, I think you guys can hear the crowd. They're getting behind the Swedes here. What a match! I mean, if they manage to pull off this comeback,
we've seen this twice now. They don't do that well on the first half. Then they get on a CT half, and by the way, CT halves are the best for the mixed team, because that way you're just playing reactively off your own aim, and it's just very intuitive. It's not tactics like on the T side, it's all execution, experience, practice. So in theory, if you've got aimers, this is where you want to be on the CT side, getting a big streak going.
Exactly, momentum. And SK Gaming right now, they've got it all, and they are gearing up. Now we have to see if Virtus.Pro decide to change it up, and they are going for a bit of aggression, managing to put 2 guys out main. They've got the bomb behind them now as well. 3 guys at team main. They need to find the shots, though. Emilio will start off strong for SK, pick up the first one. They are going to get out on the site, but SK, they're putting up a tough fight. And there it is, Roque manages to come back. It's still Maikelele alive with the SKYTTEN. So many bullets in that gun as well, and it's just falling apart for VP. They're trying to peel off, go to the B side, but there's already a man here to stop them.
They're in big trouble here.
Pita is in the mix. He's already here. There's just no time for VP.
They already have full coverage. In fact, they've rotated everyone inside because they know with the time, it's going to be in there. I mean, there's still time to work with, but not when you've got 1 man, no bomb, and one gun basically and 7 health.
Exactly, and that exactly. Pita knows exactly where to be looking as well.
When SK wins this round, now we can legitimately start talking about will SK win this game.
I think at this point, you know, they've got everything going their way. They've got so much money. They've got the confidence now as well. The crowd is cheering for him, and VP have not managed to find a way to actually get on the board
again. At the moment, Snax is hoping, they think because he's waited so long, he must have walked all the way outside. He's going to go middle, for example. But actually, the SK players just know, no, we're not going back. We're just going to stay here.
The SK players, they've got 2-man advantage, right? If it's a 1-on-1, maybe that works, or a 2-on-1 rather. But 3 guys, they can watch T-Connector, they can watch, or not T-Connector, but CT Link Z, they can watch that spot as well as lower and upper. So it's like he's caught in a box. He's got nowhere to go.
The reason I said now you can start talking about will SK win is because when you're up by that much, like 10 rounds, 9 rounds, 8 rounds, then 14's enough, like we're going to get 2. But when you're only on 14 and now it's getting to there's like 4, 5, 6 rounds left, now suddenly you're like, wait a minute, we're not at 15. It's not we won now. We need 2 out of these next ones.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're on T side. We have to get bomb plants. We have to get money.
How is Emilio playing this, though? I think Emilio just dealt
remember,
like half his health to himself.
Virtus.Pro have only won 1 round this half.
Exactly.
They have no go-to tactic.
The streak for SK Gaming. Well, they have that go-to tactic, but it hasn't been working out for them. The pick tactic is just not working for VP. But the problem is that is VP's style. If they can't get that pick,
and they've been totally sussed out here. The rotation was exactly on point. They do get the entry, though.
Oh, a good double spray there for Pita. Gets a double on lower, and that's going to stop it there for VP. But upper, byali, the man of the hour for VP, the man who needs to be landing those shots, steps forward and gets 2 quick kills of his own.
And a 3v2 with bomb down, this is very good for Virtus.Pro.
Exactly.
But they are going to peek. They still play that peeking game.
They're willing to take the fights. They have no fear. And Roque is now working his way upper. There's a smoke down blocking it off.
Left in a second, perhaps.
No, there's a... Well, he works through the smoke. He needs to be quick here. Roque manages to pick up 1. He has to deal with this, but it's not going to happen. byali.
And now they can use the clock against him. Except spoke a little bit too soon there.
No,
how can he know where he is? He couldn't. There we go. Now Virtus.Pro, now you think they're going to win. This was a great game from SK. It was very exciting. They got us back. They got us hyped in. But now you look how many rounds are left, and you feel like Virtus.Pro, they're going to get there.
They should be able to get that second.
And if you're SK, it's also annoying, right? Now we have to win every round just to get to overtime. We can't even make this like an awesome comeback and listen, we completely rolled them or we won outright. Now you can only get to overtime where you have to reset and play all over again when you had that terrible T side.
Regain yourself, exactly. But now we have to see, are VP going to try and change up the pace? And they are. Quick play through alley. This time Roque gets overwhelmed.
And that has been a weak position, if you remember.
But now, look, I mean, the thing is that they're reacting to this effectively here. SK Gaming managed to roll Emilio in and bring it back to a 4-on-4 at least, and doing that, Virtus.Pro have used up all their nades. It's going to come down to rifle war, catching them off guard, and they're managing to land all the shots. 2 headshots for VP, and it's now down to Pita.
1v4.
Clutch situation again. He's going to get 1, but it's not going to happen. It's not meant to be. VP will take first seed in Group B of the Dreamhack Summer Tournament. This is, well, one hell of a story from SK and one hell of a performance.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying there, I felt like it was on SK to be the one who had to actually get things rolling if they were going to make it a real game, and they did. But VP in the end, they outclassed them a little bit. I felt like when it got to the close rounds, you saw that's when they turned it on. They won the game.
Well, now
the rounds